Well, vinyl community, it's been a while since I've done a record video, and with this weekend coming up, to me is kind of special, so I thought I would take this opportunity to show some records. On our radio station, WFMCJams.com, internet radio station, we've started a show once a month that is all vinyl, and we play records for 6 hours with 4 DJs. We have a ball. Well, this month's show is going to be kind of special. Last month we did all 50s and 60s. This month we're going to do 70s. And it's all genres. You're going to hear some blues, you're going to hear some disco, you'll hear some country. All from the 70s, 1970 to 1979. So I'm going to show you a few records that may or may not get some airplay this coming weekend on Sunday. So sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself. We'll start with some 45s. If we have some, this may take a couple videos, maybe one some albums, but on Electra we have Judy Collins' Amazing Grace and Nightingale on the Electra label. There's David Allan Coe, You Never Even Call Me By My Name, backed with Long-Haired Redneck on Columbia. Casablanca gives us Mac Davis, Texas in My Rearview Mirror, backed with Sad Songs. On Columbia for Mac Davis, Stop and Smell the Roses, backed with Poor Boy Boogie on Columbia. Here's John Denver and I'm Sorry, which is the B, that's the A side, backed with Calypso on RCA. Also for John Denver, Thank God I'm a Country Boy, backed with My Sweet Lady. Another John Denver, Sweet Surrender on RCA, backed with Summer. The DeFranco family and their version of Save the Last Dance for Me, backed with Because We Both Are Young on 20th Century Fox. John Denver again, Looking for Space, backed with Windsong. Here on Bell Records we have Tony Lando and Dawn, Tie a Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree, backed with I Can't Believe How Much. Here's Dave and Sugar on RCA, I'm Knee Deep in Loving You, backed with Gotta Quit Looking at You Baby. Eric Carmen, Someday, backed with She Did It on Arista. Captain and Tennille on Casablanca, Do That to Me One More Time, and Deep in the Dark. Captain and Tennille, Circles, backed with 1954 Boogie Blues on A&M. Another Captain and Tennille, The Way I Want to Touch You on A&M, backed with Brody Bounce. Captain and Tennille, Lonely Night, Angel Face, backed with Smile For Me One More Time on A&M. And Shop Around, backed with Butterscotch Castle on A&M. Now when we do the show, we don't do just the hits. We are playing B-sides. We are playing deep cuts. So you'll never know what you're going to find. Here's Glenn Campbell and Southern Nights, backed with the William Tell Overture on Capitol. Glenn Campbell again doing Country Boy, backed with Record Collector's Dream. And Rhinestone Cowboy, backed with Love Light. Too Many Mornings, backed with Bonaparte's Retreat for Glenn Campbell on Capitol. Here is Beverly Brewers on Scepter Records, Color of Love, backed with We're Free. Here's Jim Ed Brown on RCA, It's That Time of Night, backed with If Wishes Were Horses. James Brown, Stoned to the Bone on Polydor, Part 1 and Part 2. James Brown, Get Up Off of That Thing on Polydor. backed with Release the Pressure. Mo Bandy on Columbia, I Never Miss a Day Without You, backed with Two Lonely People. Mo Bandy again, Are We Making Love or Just Making Friends, backed with That's What Makes the Jukebox Play. And Mo Bandy again, Hank Williams, You Wrote My Life, backed with I'm the Honky Tonk on Lover's Avenue. Another Mo Bandy on GRC, I Just Started Hating Cheating Songs Today, backed with How Far Do You Think We Could Go. Here's Jim Ed Brown and Helen Cornelius, Lying in Love with You, backed with Let's Take the Long Way Around the World, which was a hit for Ronnie Milsap on RCA. Jim Ed Brown and Helen Cornelius doing Fools, backed with I Think About You. And Jim Ed Brown and Helen Cornelius, If the World Ran Out of Love Tonight, backed with Blue Ridge Mountains Turning Green on RCA. Here they are again, I'll Never Be Free, backed with Baby You Know How Much I Love You. And again, Saying Hello, Saying I Love You, and Saying Goodbye, backed with My Heart Cries for You. And again, I Don't Want to Have to Marry You, backed with Have I Told You Lately That I Love You. Here's Jim Ed Brown, Fine Time to Get the Blues, backed with Sweet Song on RCA. Jim Ed Brown again, Barroom Pal, Good Time Gals, backed with Nearer My Love to You. Here on Warner Brothers, we have the George Baker selection with Dreamboat. The A-side, of course, was Palma Blanca. Actor George Burns on Mercury, I Wish I Was 18 Again, backed with One of the Mysteries of Life. On MCA Records, we have Jimmy Buffett and Margaritaville, backed with Changes in Latitudes, Changes in Attitudes. On ABC Dot, we have Jimmy Buffett again doing Cheeseburger in Paradise, backed with African Friend. ABC Records, Jimmy Buffett, this was a DJ copy. He went to Paris, both stereo and mono. On Big Tree Records, we have Lee Blank and Carr doing Falling, backed with I Believe That We. Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show on Capitol, Black Eyed Bill, backed with If Not You. Here is Bondi on Chrysalis, One Way or Another, backed with Just Go Away. Blondie again with Heart of Glass, backed with 11:59, also on Chrysalis. Fantasy Records, Blue Ridge Rangers, which was of course Fogerty's band after Creedence. Working on a Building, backed with Jambalaya, Hank Williams song. Also on Fantasy, Blue Ridge Rangers, Blue Ridge Mountain Blues, backed with Have Thine, O Way, Lord. On Tribe Records, we have Peter Brown, Dance With Me, backed with For Your Love. Kind of a different label. Brownsville Station on Big Tree, Kings of the Party, backed with Ostrich. Brownsville Station, Let Your Yeah Be Yeah, and Mr. Robert, also on Big Tree. Here's the Blues Brothers, B-Movie Boxcar Blues, backed with Rubber Biscuit on Atlantic. And of course, Blues Brothers again doing Soul Man, backed with Excusez-moi, Mon Chéri on Atlantic. This is an advertisement record for Bonfire. Little cardboard. Like I said, you never know what's going to get played. And we've played everything from the McDonald's menu song to The Muppets and Sesame Street and whatever else comes along. Sean Cassidy, the Do Ron Ron on Warner Brothers, backed with Holiday. Here's David Cassidy on Bell doing Blind Hope, backed with Could It Be Forever. David Cassidy, How Could I Be Sure, backed with Rick's Tune. On Monument Records, we have Johnny Cash's brother Tommy with 6 Feet Tall and Handsome. Mono and stereo. This is a DJ copy. The Carpenters on A&M, Touch Me When We're Dancing. Backed with Because We Are in Love. Nice pretty picture sleeve on the red A&M label. Carpenters again, There's a Kind of Hush All Over the World. Backed with I'm Caught Between Goodbye and I Love You on A&M. Carpenters again, I Need to Be in Love, backed with Sandy. And the Carpenters again, All You Get From Love Is a Love Song, backed with I Have You. Johnny Carver, Don't Tell That Sweet Old Lady of Mine, backed with Till We Find It All Again on ABC. The Bellamy Brothers on Warner Brothers, Let Your Love Flow, backed with Inside of My Guitar. Like I said, we're bouncing all over the place on these records. So, Pat Benatar and Chrysalis Heartbreaker, backed with My Clone Sleeps Alone. Here's the Bee Gees on RSO, Love So Right, backed with You Stepped Into My Life. Bee Gees again on RSO, Night Fever, backed with Down the Road. Also on RSO, here's Rick Dees, Disco Duck Part 1 and Part 2. The Delegates and Convention 72, both sides. This is one of those break-in records, like Dickie and Goodman did, where they bring in different songs and do comedy. Blue Suede on Capitol, Hooked on a Feeling, backed with I Gotta Have Your Love. Here's Dottie West on RCA, Country Sunshine, backed with Wish I Didn't Love You. Oh yes, here's everybody's scary song. Here's Deliverance, Dueling Banjos, backed with End of a Dream on Warner Brothers. Blackfoot on Atco, Train, backed with Baby Blue. Baby Bloom on MGM, Try a Little Harder, backed with Montago Bay. On Blue Sky Records, we have Rick Derringer and Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, backed with Time Warp Instrumental. Amazing Rhythm Aces Third Rate Romance, which was later done by Sammy Kershaw, backed with Mystery Train. Any of these songs that you see that you might want to hear on Sunday's show, again, don't forget to tune in. www.wfmcjams.com. Just let me know. We'll be glad to spin it. The Village People, YMCA, backed with The Woman. B.J. Thomas, I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry, backed with Candy Baby. Here he is, I Can't Help It If I'm Still in Love with You, backed with Baby Cried. Silverado on RCA, We Can Fly Away, mono and stereo, DJ copy. Here's the Spinners on Atlantic, Disco Ride, backed with a medley, which is Working My Way Back to You and Forgive Me Girl. Joe Stampley, Penny, backed with Backtracking. Ringo Starr on Apple, Back Off Boogaloo, backed with Blind Man. Barbra Streisand and Donna Summer, probably the only Barbra Streisand record I have in my whole entire collection. No More Tears, Enough Is Enough, backed with Wet. Here's Smokey Robinson, Vitamin U, backed with Holly. Brownsville Station, Smoking in the Boys' Room, backed with Barefoot. Jackson Brown, Doctor My Eyes. On Asylum, back with Looking Into You. Margot Smith, Little Things Mean a Lot, and Make Love the Way You Used to on Warner Brothers. We're going to get about halfway through this box, I think. I can't take them all out at once. These are kind of interesting. I don't know if any of you guys remember the hamburger chain Burger Chef and Jeff. Burger Chef chain. This is Burger Chef and Jeff Monster Fun record, Wolf Burger's Problem. Little plastic 33 1/3. Here's another one, Cackle Burger, The Super Salesman. Here's Johnny Cash on Columbia with Oni, backed with Country Trash. Hoyt Axton, Della and the Dealer, backed with In a Young Girl's Mind. This record's in bad shape, but it may or may not get played. Boston, Don't Look Back, backed with The Journey on Epic. Here on Adco we have Eric Clapton and After Midnight, backed with Easy Now. Eric Clapton and Lay Down Sally, backed with Next Time You See Her. Cocaine and Tulsa Time. Here's another one of those Burger Chef. Cackle Burger Cast a Spell. T.G. Shepherd, The Last Cheater's Waltz. You Do It To Me Every Time. Here's Leo Sayer, You Make Me Feel Like Dancing. And Medallion. Mad. A Mad Look at Graduation Day. Here's some Kenny Rogers, You Decorated My Life, and One Man Woman. And She Believes in Me, back with Morgana Jones. On Capitol we have Edward Bear, Last Song, backed with Best Friend. Also Edward Bear on Columbia, Close Your Eyes, backed with Catchet County. Bay City Rollers, The Way I Feel Tonight, backed with Sweet Virginia on Arista. Here's the Beach Boys on Reprise, Rock and Roll Music, backed with the TM song. Royal American Records, Vic Akers, Put It Off Until Tomorrow, DJ Copy, and Search Our Souls. Here's Roy Acuff on Elektra, That's the Man I'm Looking For, and Fireball Mail. ABBA on Atlantic, SOS, backed with Man in the Middle. ABBA again with Fernando and Rock Me. Little ABBA, Does Your Mother Know, and Kisses of Fire. Rex Allen Jr. doing I Can See Clearly Now, Never Coming Back Again on Warner Brothers. Here is Buck Owens' son, Buddy Allen, doing Creedence, Looking Out My Back Door, back with Corn Liquor. Kathy Barnes, I Will, back with I Started Living Today. Last stack I'll pull out here. Max D. Barnes on Ovation, Patricia, backed with Dear Mr. President. Here's another Mo Bandy, Try My Love On for Size, backed with It's a Cheating Situation, there's your hit. Mo Bandy, I Cheated Me Right Out of You, backed with Honky Tonk Merry-Go-Round. Here he is again, To Cheat or Not to Cheat, and Barstool Mountain, there's your hit. Mo Bandy and Joe Stampley, Holding the Bag, backed with When It Comes to Cowgirls, We Just Can't Say No. On A&M, Tommy Boyce and Bobby Hart, I Wonder What She's Doing Tonight, backed with The Ambushers. Tony Booth, When a Man Loves a Woman, backed with Just a Man. On Motown, this is a DJ copy of the Boones doing My Guy, mono and stereo. Debbie Boone, You Light Up My Life, backed with Hasta Manana. Razzie Bailey, I got to open for him one time, it was kind of cool. Tonight She's Gonna Love Me, backed with Your Old Love Letters, Always Get the Better of Me. Mac Davis, Forever Lovers, backed with The Love Lamp. Mac Davis, Baby Don't Get Hooked on Me, and Poem for My Little Lady. This is a Dave and Sugar, also a promo, Stay With Me, both mono and stereo, and it's orange vinyl, which I thought was kind of cool. John Denver and Any Song, backed with Cool and Green and Shady on RCA. John Denver, Back Home Again, backed with It's Up to You. John Denver and Sunshine on My Shoulders, backed with Around and Round. John Denver, Hard Life, Hard Times, backed with Late Winter, Early Spring on RCA. John Denver, Rocky Mountain High and Spring. Take Me Home, Country Roads, and Poems, Prayers, and Promises. Johnny D, The Hand That Wears My Ring, Older Women. I've had this since I was a kid, and it's very, very rough, but I've always liked it. And I can't find another copy of it to replace it. I'd like to, but it's been mishandled and played very rough because I didn't always know how to handle my records. John Denver and It Amazes Me, and Druthers, RCA. Another John Denver, Fly Away, in 2 shots on RCA. Carpenters, We've Only Just Begun, backed with I Kept on Loving You. Picture sleeve, but it's got a hole in it. Carpenters, Superstar, and Bless the Beast and the Children. Top of the World by the Carpenters and Heather. There's Captain and Tennille again, Come In From the Rain, backed with We Never Really Say Goodbye. Harry Chapin and Taxi, backed with WOLD. And Harry Chapin and The Cats in the Cradle, backed with Vacancy. Shaka Khan, Jungle Fever, backed with Shaka Khan. Connie Cato, He'll Be Loving Her, backed with Hurt. Here's Cat Mother, Good Old Rock and Roll, backed with Bad News. Chic, Good Times, backed with A Warm Summer Night. Chic again, I Want Your Love, backed with Funny Bone. And Chic again, Dance, Dance, Dance. Sao Paulo. The last one here, Cher on MCA. I Saw a Man and He Danced with His Wife, backed with I Hate to Sleep Alone. There's the first part of it. Stick around, I may throw a few more at you. Thank you.